Episode 8. Let's go, dude. I'm so happy this is a full series on the channel now. What is going on, everybody? My name is Doug. I am so happy that you guys are here today. Welcome to the video. For those of you that are new, welcome to the channel. I hope that you decide to stick around. This is episode 8 of Putting Y'all On. Now, if this is your first episode of Putting Y'all On that you're watching, this is basically like a talent show or a show and tell of my subscribers' music. They submit through my Instagram DMs up to 2 tracks, and I listen to them and I choose the very best ones and I showcase them on the channel. I do this now on every 15th of every month, so if you would like to submit tracks of your own for the next episode of Putting Y'all On, which will drop on the 15th of March, that may be a bad omen. I might have to do it a few days before that. 15th of March, get your submissions into my Instagram DMs. By then, don't get discouraged if I don't answer you immediately. Normally, I leave them in my DM requests until a few days before the actual episode because that's when I normally listen to all the submissions at once. So don't feel like I'm ignoring you or anything like that. I will get back to you if you submit tracks through my DMs. If you don't know what my Instagram is, it was on screen just a few seconds ago, so you can rewind, but also the link to it is in the description. And now that that's out of the way, the instructions for how you submit, we've got 6 artists to put you guys onto today that I'm very excited about. I feel like I'm forgetting something to plug something, but you guys already know the various different ways that you can support the channel, so I'm just gonna leave that up to you and do my thing and put you guys onto these new guys. So the first artist that I'm gonna be putting you guys onto is called Oh My Goodness, in all caps. Now, he doesn't have a beat store or a YouTube channel or anything like that for now. All he has is his Instagram. So that is what will be linked in the description if you want to check him out and show him some love. He hit me up on Instagram and basically said that he is producing on GarageBand on his phone. Now, I personally know that struggle very, very well. That's how I started off as a producer a few years ago, 5 or 6 years ago. And I just feel like his beats, although you can tell that the sound selection is a little limited because he is producing on a phone, he is overcoming that obstacle, those limitations, very tremendously with these 2 beats that I'm going to be showcasing here. So extremely talented. I can't wait to see what he actually ends up coming up with when he gets on some professional software. It is crazy just how far our phones have come because these beats sound way better than anything that I've actually made. Like, look, just for comparison, I've pulled up on my SoundCloud probably the last beat that I produced on my phone. So this is like when I was at my most experienced at producing on GarageBand on my iPhone. Look at the quality of this track and then look at the quality of the Oh My Goodness tracks that he just sent in. And you can get kind of a sense of the progression that I'm talking about when it comes to the software on the phone. This is the last beat I made on GarageBand. Yeah, I don't know. I think I was going for kind of like a Kanye West vibe, sampling The Weeknd. I actually forget the name of this song, but I believe the song itself was produced by Kanye West. So I guess I was kind of going for that kind of vibe, sampling it and putting some heavy drums on it, or at least heavy drums, what I thought to be heavy drums at the time. Terrible mixing, things like that. The sampling is actually okay. It's not bad. This is one of the tracks that you can kind of sit through and kind of listen to. But like I said, it's produced on an iPhone 4, I believe. No, at this point, I had an iPhone 6 Plus. You heard that. Look at these 2 tracks that Oh My Goodness sent in. This is officially like the first artist on this episode of Putting Y'all On. I know that the intro has kind of been a little more drawn out, but I really wanted to show you the comparison between something that I made a few years ago on an iPhone and this, because this sounds way better. This is a beat called Papas and Beer. The percussion, the shakers, really well mixed. It's not really the style of music that I listen to, but the quality is really, really dope. My dog just opened the door. Dude, I think that the flute melody is really catchy. I really like the keys, the guitars. The percussion is really what makes this track very dope. You know, the tambourine, the shakers, all of that feels really dope. And I don't normally listen to this kind of music. I believe it's like a reggaeton / hip hop fusion. Bad Bunny, those guys really like to make music on these types of beats. But even though it's not the style of music that I normally listen to, the quality here is undeniable. The only thing that I think is missing really is some effects that you would be able to put on to it with professional software. You know, if you go in FL Studio, you can add some reverb, some delay, a little bit of gross beat, just to put those like finishing touches on it. EQing a little bit of the guitar a little better. But honestly, that's really the only thing missing. This sounds incredible for something especially made on an iPhone. So this is another beat that he sent in, because like I said, everybody gets up to 2 tracks, and some people send in 1, some people send in 2. This is a track called Portal. He even exported these as WAV files. I don't think that you could even do that when I first started producing on GarageBand. Check this out, dude. Melodies are so dope, man. The speaker's not picking them up, but there's a lot of little counter melodies in the background as well.
I want to go higher. Oh my goodness. Watch. I want to go higher. Oh my goodness.
Yo, that D-Rose dunk is iconic, dude. Yeah, man, the only thing that I would have really done differently is the bass line, probably. I would have done something a little more interesting and probably chosen some different notes as well. But honestly, the same criticisms as the last track. Some effects are missing, a little bit of EQ, you know, that you can actually do a little bit better on some professional software. Adding some layers to the melodies that are a little more loud, honestly, because a lot of the stuff that's going on right now is a little quiet, and things like that you can't really push too hard on the phone, but you can on FL Studio and things like that. So still, like I said, overcoming those limitations of working with what he has access to and creating something that's really dope, I think. You know, I think that this is way better than what I was making when I was at this level of production on GarageBand. And so I can't wait to hear what he does when he has some better software. Follow him on Instagram. You can see his progression. He clearly has talent, so let's show him some love. He's oh my goodness, all caps. And yeah, that's the first artist. Jeez, dude, the street is very noisy today. Sorry about that, guys. But the next guy is an artist called Christopher G. He's got about 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. And this is a Roddy Ricch, Baby Keem, Don Toliver, Jack Boys type beat that I thought was pretty dope. So give this a listen as soon as all the noise dies down in the background. The strings in these keys are so hypnotizing, man. Bringing in the cello, I love it. 808 pattern is crazy. Let's go. Love that syncopation, man. This track is hard. It's a really tough beat, man. I'm loving the 808 pattern, the syncopation. The hi-hat rolls are really dope. The kick is nice and punchy. Really catchy melodies going on in the background, but they're subtle enough to have artists like the Jack Boys, Don Toliver, Baby Keem, Roddy Ricch rap over. Really dope beat. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Christopher G on YouTube, link is in the description. Be sure to check this out and some of his other stuff. Next, we've got a producer from Chicago called Icon. Now, he's got about 5,000 followers on SoundCloud and 4,000 followers about, more or less, on Instagram. But he's followed by Saba. So I'm assuming that although he's not very major or mainstream, he's well known in his community in the Chicago music industry. So I'm gonna be listening to a track that he made featuring Cali Scrap. Icon is the producer. Cali Scrap, I'm assuming, is the rapper, singer on this track. I think it's really nice. It's got a crazy vibe to it. He definitely isn't the typical hip-hop trap producer, and so I just think that this is a really exciting pop track that I want to show you guys. And the link to this song will be in the description, and you can go and from there check out some of the other tracks that he's produced as well. Crazy summer vibes.
Take this ride. I'm feeling amazing. Heart beating alright. He one of them nights. It's gonna be one of them nights.
This is a really chill vibe, man. So mellow. I love it. It's very catchy.
Now I'm cruising. You know love is alive. I can do money. Yeah, getting to it. Hating, capping money.
Really nice, mellow, like pop EDM track. Super catchy, crazy summer vibes. I really like it. Super chill, dude. It's just pleasant to listen to. You know, it's a little break from the heavy, gritty, aggressive hip hop songs that we're so used to. I really enjoy it. So every now and then I will listen to music like this and just give myself a little break, something a little easier to listen to, a little more approachable for the average listener too, because not everybody listens to the hip hop or trap that we normally get. So this is super radio friendly, things like that. If you like this, show some love. Check out Icon, IKON, all caps, his Instagram, the SoundCloud, and give him some love. Show him some love, follow him, see if you like his music. So this next track wasn't submitted by the artist himself, it was submitted by his friend. If I'm not mistaken, it's TMX Productions. He comments in the comments section every now and then. His friend's name is Hephaestus, that's his artist name, Hephaestus. I believe it's Hephaestus. The Greek mythology, I think he was the smith, right? He forged the weapons. I'm gonna just say Hephaestus. And this is called Till I Die. It's a really dope track. The link will be in the description. Be sure to check this out if you like what you hear in this video. Oh, by the way, the production on this is credited to Hephaestus himself, Cortex, and Local Dogs. And it was written, mixed, and mastered by Hephaestus. So co-production credits to those guys, but the song is Hephaestus himself. Very dark, gritty. Yeah. Love that fill, dude. The bounce is crazy. Yo, the 808 glitches are so crazy. Yeah. That little piano melody is so sick, man. Super crazy song, man. Love the vibe, love how dark and moody it is. Really sick track. Like I said, it's called Till I Die by Hephaestus. The link is in the description. Show some love. Be sure to check this out if you enjoyed that. It's got 291 views on YouTube right now, so let's run those views up, because I know at least 300 or 400 of you guys are going to watch this. So if half of you go and check out this song, we'll get them at least another 200 views. So let's get it. Next track is from a band called Downtown Park. This is their latest single called Toxic Waste. It's another really dope change of pace from the normal hip hop that we normally get. If you like it, add it to a playlist, have it in your rotation. And yeah, like I said, this is Toxic Waste. The synths are nuts, man.
What is happening? Won't you disapprove?
You know, the songwriting and the actual melodies that the singer is singing remind me of like 80s pop, but then we have these crazy synthesizers, very energetic drums that just make this like almost a electronic or EDM track, and it's just a really crazy fusion of those two vibes that I really haven't heard before. that 80s pop / electronic music fusion is really interesting. I really like that about this song. I think that although the mixing could be a little better, the vocals could be boosted a little bit and cleaned up a little bit to really separate themselves from the instruments a little bit better. This is still a really dope listen. And if you're into this kind of crazy fusion of music, then absolutely, listen to it, have it in a playlist. If you've got a little bit more of an eclectic music taste, then yeah, this is definitely for you. Like I said, that was Toxic Waste by Downtown Park. Be sure to check out some of their other songs on Spotify as well. Now, the last artist that we're going to be showcasing today is a guy called Ari Arkham. That's ARRI space ARCAM. The link to this also will be in the description. It is a track on SoundCloud called Don't Need Your Love. He hit me up on my Instagram DM saying that this was kind of a fusion of hip hop, rap, and like emo music. So I kind of went into it expecting like an XXXTentacion or a Lil Peep kind of vibe, but he really has his own kind of like unique take on it. So I thought that this was definitely worth showcasing. A lot of you guys, I feel, are going to enjoy this, so be sure to show this some love, give this a few listens, and yeah, let's get to it.
Critical condition is my mental cause of you. I don't wanna fall like the fucking Romans. Ever since I'm
the build-up is nice. The melodies and the 808 pattern that just came in, really sick.
I don't need you now. Skipping classes just to visit no gym. Fuck these classes cause I'm giving you all of my focus. Fuck these other bitches, they not all shit. You the master of my puppet strings, just pray them shit don't fucking tangle. I don't wanna relive that story, I tend to ramble.
Super talented at creating an ambience and atmosphere, that really like dark, emotional, kind of gritty atmosphere to these emo tracks, emo hip hop tracks. I just definitely think that with a little bit more work, with a little bit more touching up on the mixing and things like that, definitely has the potential to be very, very great. So I definitely enjoyed this song. I think that you should definitely check out some of his other stuff on SoundCloud. Like I said, the link is in the description for all you emo hip hop boys out there that you really enjoyed this music. That's not going in the video. Really dope track. Ari Arkham, you did your thing. Forgive the background noise, guys. Somebody's doing construction today. This is what happens. You set a deadline, you say the video drops the 15th, and then on the 15th people are doing construction, and you still have to find a way to drop the video because you said it would drop on the 15th. So this is what I get for being consistent. But yeah, great track to close us out, Ari Arkham. I really enjoyed that. I think that it was perfect to kind of close us out for this episode of Puttin' Y'all On. This right now, I don't know if we'll make it into the final video. I'm about to play a beat that is a work in progress of my own. I started making this yesterday. I've been playing around with a whole lot of different samples. Those of you that have listened to my last beat will know that. And this is just something that I'm a little excited about, and I don't know, if it sounds dope right now coming off my speaker, I'll leave it in the video, and if not, then no harm done. Check out the sample, bro. Gotta turn down that bass. Just a little snippet of this beat that I've got that I'm working on. It's not finished by any means. I'm gonna leave it in the video because it doesn't sound terrible coming off my speakers. It does sound unfinished, it does sound poorly mixed. I'm working on that, like I said. Definitely gonna turn down that 808 because it's overpowering everything. But I really just wanted to show off the sample and how different of a vibe it is from the other beats that I have posted. I'm very excited about this one. Can't wait to show you guys once it's finished. And that's just a little treat for those of you that stuck around to the end of the episode. So with that being said, Putting Y'all On episode 9 will be coming out the 15th of March. Thank you to everybody who submitted music for this episode. Sorry if you did not make it in there, but to everybody that didn't make it in, I did provide them with constructive criticism on Instagram. So with that said, work on those things that I mentioned, submit again. You can submit as many times as you would like to. You might end up on the next episode of Putting Y'all On. If you didn't make it onto this episode because you didn't know what Putting Y'all On was, or you missed the deadline, like I said, the 15th of next month and the 15th of every month is when I record new episodes. So get your submissions into my Instagram DMs by then. I lose emails all the time, so DMing me on Instagram is the safest way to make sure that I don't lose your submission. And with that said, you can become a member of the channel, a patron, follow me on my social media, subscribe, like the video, comment, and let's help these videos get as much exposure and recognition as possible, because by doing so, we get more exposure for these people that I'm putting you guys onto. And with that said, I really appreciate all you guys' support. Oh, the only requirement to make it onto one of these videos from now on is that you be subscribed to the channel. I will be, verifying that. Other than that, it's absolutely free to submit. So be sure to do that. I will see you guys in another video very, very soon. Until then, as always, stay safe and peace out.